Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And yeah, I'm doing the video this way because, sort of an impromptu, and I just want to get the info out there. All right, now this is an article that just came out. As you can see, it says digital dollar project warns on U.S. cautious approach to CBDCs. All right, and this is very well based on the way they're framing the words in the article. This very well might be a very big push, to warp speed the production towards the Motb. All right, which will be tied in with the CBDC. Okay, these digital currencies. So let's read a little bit of this, and you already know what precepts go with this. All right, the main one, Revelation 13 and 16. But as it says, the DDP's white paper called the U.S. approach to CBDCs an unsustainable position. Yeah, because in light of all these other countries and nations pushing towards the CBDC and so on and so forth, you've basically had the U.S. or Babylon, not pushing on that same level or that same speed. Okay, but now, they're basically putting the pressure, all right, to say that, look, if the U.S. doesn't start spearheading this, okay, it's gonna cause some problems for the U.S. in the long run, or even in the short run. All right, so it says the United States may have conceded a head start to the other nations in setting global standards for the future of money, right? The future of money, the Motb, because that's the future of money, buying and selling. All right, that's Revelation 13 and 17. And it says here regarding central bank digital currencies, or CBDC, but in the future of the country, it says should lead the development of an international regulatory framework around digital currencies. The Digital Dollar Project said on Wednesday, okay, or the DDP. In its updated white paper, the DDP, a nonprofit organization advocating for a U.S. CBDC, said the U.S. should set that regulatory framework independent of a decision to deploy a U.S. CBDC. More than 100 jurisdictions around the world are researching or developing a CBDC, but the U.S. remains cautious on merits of a CBDC. In the coming, man, this acronym is getting old. But anyway, in the coming CBDC future, the U.S. should actively lead global discussions in governance, interoperability, security, privacy, and scalability standards rather than reacting to foreign CBDC decisions, the DDP wrote. See, so, it's sort of like playing that, oh, well, we're going to take our time, we're not going to rush it. But now it's almost like, well, we have no option. If we want to stay in the game, then we have to speed things up, and in order to keep up with the direction the world is going in. And the DDP, as we keep reading, they're actually going to give certain reasons, all right, that can be used as a pushing point for the U.S. to get into this thing. So it says the DDP laid out a series of warnings about the United States' cautious approach, calling it a conspicuous absence and an unsustainable position. Such a defensive posture by the U.S. threatens to impact its domestic economy if foreign nations issue their own CBDCs that become widely adopted as the de facto standards for international wholesale and retail payments, the paper warned. And the whole point of it all is shifting away from paper, and the current economic or monetary system into a digital age. And that means complete power. All right, complete power. Everything is digital. So, they can it's almost like the Matrix. They can put anything there, they can take anything away. All right. And it says the Atlantic Council previously issued a similar warning. Additionally, the CBDCs of other nations could be used to avoid financial sanctions, making it imperative that the U.S. find ways to maintain the dominant use of the dollar in the digital global payment systems, right? So in order for the U.S. to not be left out, in order for them to stay in power, they need to take that dollar on the digital, the digital scale, aka the digital dollar. And Lord willing, this year be the year that they come out with it, and they come out with the Motb. All right, so let's see. It says, if the United States-led global financial infrastructure is perceived as too slow and expensive in comparison to foreign alternatives, a potential threat as other countries rapidly explore their version of central bank digital currencies, it's possible other nations will begin to continue the process of de-dollarization, the DDP argued. The Atlantic Council previously issued a similar warning. The DDP's white paper referred to a 2022 study by the Hoover Institution that looked at global implications of China's CBDC, the ECNY, including how China has established a first mover advantage in not only the deployment but also the technical underpinnings of CBDCs. So if you're in this economic war with China, but here it is, they have an upper hand on you because they have their CBDC up and running, then that's, they're pitching that kind of angle with it. Okay, so it's only a matter of time before, and in a situation like this, think about it, right? If you're already last in the race, okay, before you even started running, what does that mean? When you start, you need to move quick. You need to move very, very, very fast because you have a lot of ground to make, all right, or a lot of ground to catch up or make up, whatever, however they say that, right? So imagine the U.S. now saying, oh, you know what? You guys are right. We do need to get into this race, but now we're behind everybody else, so we got to move swiftly. Okay, so if that's the angle that this goes in, then it wouldn't take too long for them to really push this thing hard. But it's all about public narrative. It's all about making it look like we have to do this. This is the perfect reason. If we don't do this, these are going to be the repercussions and this and that and the third. All right. So it says here, China's CBDC enhances its ability to cement its international leadership in the space, the white paper noted. The ECNY helps China's ability in setting economic norms and technical standards that align with its authoritarian governance system, and increase its ability to undercut the traditional dominance of the U.S. dollar as a source of geoeconomic and strategic influence. See? So they're basically saying, look, if you don't do anything, you about to get cut off. All right? And China is not really looking like your ally right now. So you don't want to be in a losing race with your enemy, especially not at this point. But guess what? The elite's got other plans, and their plans are for this CBDC to come out, for this new form of digital monetary system to be pushed. Okay, so they're going to push it. This is all strategic, all right? But they're going to push it, and they're going to push it fast. CBDC expert and the CEO and co-founder of Fluent Finance, Bradley Allgood, said the U.S. has been setting leadership standards, referring to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York and its testing of the use of digital tokens representing digital dollars for wholesale transactions along with big banks. When you look at the Fed of New York and what they have been doing in their innovation offices, this has been setting the standard with all of its learning, with all of it leaning towards wholesale tokenized deposits or tokenized liability network settlement between bank to bank, Allgood told CoinDesk. All right, so yeah, pretty much this is what came out. Just keep your eyes out, watching the articles and stuff that come out, as well as what's being said over there at the Davos World Economic Forum, that they're having over there. Okay, because a big part of it is centered around a new system and centered around this new digital monetary system. And the reason they keep pushing hard on the monetary aspect is because that's where the power and the control lies, which is why Mayor Amschel Bauer said what he said. Give me control of a nation's money and I care not who makes the laws. Now ask yourself, why would he say that? Why the money? Because he knows that whoever controls the money controls the laws either way. So there's a reason why their focus is on monetary, is on the financial system. And they claim other things as well. But the main control, what everybody uses and depends on, especially even these countries from a country level, a macro level to a micro level, everybody depends on money, currency, all of these things. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's see what comes out of this. But we definitely know that we're here. So, hey, Lord willing, the Lord speeds this up and we can see this come to fruition this year. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha Kudash. Until next time, Shalom.